Today I'll share my Ezoic and affiliate revenue with you for July so you can follow along with my hits and misses. Recurring revenue from niche sites is probably one of the best things there is, but why then did I decide to sell a couple of them last month? And more importantly, why haven't I sold all of the sites I want to sell yet? Okay, so last month's revenue was $9,159.53 and the revenue for July was $7,608. Now, as bad as it looks, I fully expected my revenue to go down because I sold a couple of sites. So let's take a look at that. I sold all of these smaller sites because I wanted to focus on the larger ones like bitemybun.com. Let's take these sites out of the equation for both months so I can show you how my revenue really developed. That's Maar Natuurlijk, The Urban Survival Kit, Mighty Good Man, Goedkoopste alles in één pakket, Excelweb, opticsvilla.com, Tablet for Kids. And that's a grand total of $833.55 for the month of June. And I've sold these sites together for $40,047. Now the largest one I sold was Maar Natuurlijk. As you can see, I sold quite a few of my Dutch sites. Not all of them, but my focus is getting more on the English language sites because they grow much faster. Now there still was some revenue for a few of these sites last month because I sold them in June, and then with the transfer period and everything, I still had some affiliate and display ad revenue coming in. So let's take these out of the equation as well. And now we can make a nice comparison between both months without the sites that I sold. Now my mission is to become the authority with these larger sites, but all of these smaller sites were taking up my budget and my brain space. I've redirected a few sites to other domains like this one to stopmotionhero.com and redirected this one to toolsdoctor.com, but there's still a few sites that I want to sell, but I can't yet, and I'll show you why. This is the graph for my site kattenau.net about cat names. Don't ask me why I have a site like that. Please don't. Now, cats are cute and everyone's favorite, so I shouldn't have a problem selling a site like this. But this graph isn't what buyers want to see. They want to see an upwards trajectory that this site just doesn't have. And it's because of my 9 months of traveling through Asia, but not in the way you might think, through a lack of commitment to my darling sites. No, it's way more sinister than that. It's because Facebook blocked me from posting to my cat page. Apparently you need to have location settings on for your phone so they can track where you are and that you are who you say you are, living in the city where you live. But I didn't really have a city where I live because we kept moving. So finally I just kept changing my current city every time we packed up and moved. It was all very exhausting. Here we went to Singapore. This is the first time I was blocked. Then here's Bangkok, Thailand. I got blocked again. Here's Chiang Mai, and I really couldn't figure out which city or district I was supposed to enter in Facebook because they just kept blocking me. Then finally I got it back up, and then here's the Philippines, got it back up again. And I was blocked in Malaysia one more time, and then again in Penang, Malaysia. Well, now my site's doing great again, but I think I have to give it at least 6 months to show steady income from the site before I'm ready to sell it. Buyers really want to see a steady line so they can feel confident of the traffic and revenue. Now, 2 other sites I've started fairly recently are not showing the hockey stick growth yet. Have you ever felt like there was absolutely no progress with your site you worked so hard on? Like kauaisurfreport.com, for example. It is picking up just now, but I still need to give the content some time to settle in the SERPs. It is a site I started when I thought I was going to do a lot of skimboarding on the beaches of Asia. It already has a lot of niche skimboarding content on there, so I'm going to give it some time to take off. I wrote all of these articles myself with the help of an AI writer, and they're already gaining some traction right now. But writing with an AI writing assistant isn't fully automated, mind you. It still takes a lot of research to make sure every word is accurate and not nonsense. And I wanted to make sure I got the answer target just right. I wanted to test out how to use the AI writing assistant best in our team, so I wrote about 50 1,000-word articles myself before I nailed the perfect process. Now, the secret here is using the perfect Jasper AI recipe. My writers still need to do a lot of the writing themselves, but the AI writer helps generate topic ideas and the perfect blog outline. Now I'm putting the money from selling my smaller sites back into my authority sites, but writing really cool blog posts will probably result in more traffic and more revenue around 6 months from now. So blogging really is a waiting game. That's why blogging really isn't for everyone, I guess. But I'm a firm believer that Google needs to trust you with smaller keywords first, and then larger and larger as your site builds up authority and delivers great content for every query time and again. I've seen it with my own eyes on my site bitemybun.com, where I'm really growing that authority from the ground up. up. It leads to suddenly being rewarded with much more search terms and traffic. My biggest goal right now is to get to 1 million page views per month, which I'm farther away from right now with the sale of my sites than I was, but all in the effort to write more content for my larger sites for more rapid growth. But when I do get there, I'm allowed to buy myself a new watch. Well, that's the reward I set for achieving my goals. Now, in the meantime, I'll focus on diversifying from affiliate to Ezoic ads more, which is currently at around 50-50, and diversifying even more between affiliate partners and Amazon storefronts. But more on that in next month's earnings report. And you can get all of my blogging secrets and templates for absolutely free on the contentdecoder.com/secrets.